Get a cat bed out of some junk I found in the wood, and I got like 30 cats.
Welcome to Pondell's Alley. I'm so excited to share with you today.
I got little cat bed right here.
You got to show the alley a little bit, William. I'm so excited to share with you today. I have a special guest, an alley artist neighbor guest. Stay tuned. Not really sure why I felt the need to do the cheerleader move at the end of my intro, but I guess I was just in the moment, super excited for our guest that will be coming up shortly in this episode. But before we get to that, I want to discuss the Emily Dickinson poem for today. I actually did this a while ago, but here it goes. It is for Emily Dickinson's poem. In this one I got this one out of the Thomas Johnson edition, and it is number 855. To own the art within the soul to entertain, with silence as a company and festival maintain, is an unfurnished circumstance. Possession is to one as an estate perpetual, or a reduceless mine. So this poem is about using your soul to entertain yourself. And while we are all being quarantined, all our social gatherings have been stripped from our lives. We are learning how to entertain ourselves. And I couldn't think of anyone better to interview and see how they are entertaining themselves than my friend down the alley. So let's skip on down there. So this is my alley neighbor, Dr. Melissa Eden.
Oh God.
Who is a professor of English at Hanover College. Melissa, how are you spending your time during quarantine?
All right, well, come on into my backyard and I'll show you.
Okay. So this is how she's been entertaining herself during this time. Wow.
Looks right down there is my strawberry bed that I've been tidying up. And I've been moving lots of plants around. Over here, some of these plants have been transplanted. Here I'm going to make a fire pit. Haven't done that yet. My raspberries are going to bloom. I've been digging up some plants, dividing them to give to neighbors. So we've had a huge neighborhood exchange of plants and other things. All our neighbors have been helping each other. So I've been digging up some of this sweet spire and some irises and other things to share. And then come here, I'll show you yesterday's little event. Earlier this spring, I laid those stones to make my little sacred space with a little altar.
Ooh.
And last night, my daughter and I put up the prayer flags and had a little ceremony in honor of a family member who's a little bit struggling. So that was last night's fun activity, and I loved it. I put a candle in my little niche and picked some flowers from around the garden. And I get carried away and I can't wait for anybody. And I did move all these rocks myself.
You did?
First I had to move some soil. I had to move some soil to even things out, but I wanted it to look kind of rough and rustic. So I moved the rocks and laid them myself, and I had this millstone that I wanted at the center, and I had that niche from India that I wanted to make the altar out of. So, and I made the little platform. It's a little crooked. I have to straighten
Now,
it.
didn't you move these rocks from the garage?
Yep, I moved them from the garage
to here?
They had been brought to me last summer. But yeah, I moved them from the garage, and I transplanted some plants in here and some ivy there, and a neighbor had put that mirror out in the garbage, so I put that there.
That's great.
So it's just all...
so how did you move these big rocks from the garage to here?
I lifted them and carried them.
Wow.
And was careful to use my knees, not my back.
What good
And
exercise.
It was. It's great exercise. I loved it. So these are medicine Buddha flags for healing. And these are Ganeshas over here for new beginnings and removing of obstacles. So that's what, and these are sending out prayers to everybody for healing and removal of obstacles in this odd time that we're in right now. So, and the breeze sends the prayers out. So whenever they flap in the breeze, that's sending lots of prayers out for people.
Well, that's good to know. I've always I've seen these flags before, and I've never really understood the meaning. So that's what it is.
Well, these are Tibetan ones made by nuns, and they it supports the nuns too.
Really?
So, yeah. So I went ahead and got, and they weren't real expensive, and I thought,
Catholic nuns or
no, Buddhist nuns.
Buddhist nuns
in Tibet.
Okay.
Yeah. So the money goes to them. So. Yeah, and see, there go the prayers.
Neat.
With the wind.
So do you sit down here?
Yeah, I put a pillow here, and I had a candle lit in the niche, and I had a little a phone with a remote, wireless speaker, and I sat out here and did some. Well, Fiona and I played that while we were hanging the flags, and she had some incense that her aunt made in Tibet and burned that, and then I sat on a pillow. I brought out a pillow, and I sat, and I and I just sat and was meditating peacefully for a while. It was actually really lovely. That's what this spot's for.
Especially on a nice morning like this. It's perfect weather for it.
Yeah. I love this little spot. And a lot of these ferns I got from neighbors. A lot of these plants came from neighbors. So that's fun too. The sharing, the neighborhood sharing. So, yeah, and then I've been planting, I've been just doing gardening, planting stuff everywhere. So, that's my soul food, is to garden. I could spend all my time out here. So look at that beautiful clematis blooming there with the deep red.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. And soon the berries will come in, and we'll be eating those, and that will be wonderful too. So that's my outdoor project. Want to come see my indoor project?
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
Oh, look. Sailor Moon is in the window.
What's his name?
That one's Sailor Moon.
Oh, okay. Because I know you've gotten 3 other ones.
Yeah, well, we got 7 cats right now in the house.
7 cats. Wow.
A little overboard, but.
But they probably make it soft and cozy.
They're great.
Soft and cozy during this time.
So I've been cleaning this up a bit, but it still needs some work. And because of the rain, I can't move out some things that I want to, but eventually.
Oh, so do you eat out here?
Yeah, we do. We've eaten out here a few times when it hasn't been too wet and rainy. I put up the umbrella and we eat, and it's really, really nice to eat out here. I love it. So.
Yeah, we're lucky we live in a climate that's a little bit warmer during this time, so we can actually come out and enjoy it.
I know, it's been great. So this is really messy. I'm gonna warn you,
Oh,
because it's in progress. Oh, that's a Kuan Yin.
That's
Isn't that
pretty.
nice?
Yeah. And what does that mean? Or what?
She's a compassionate Buddhist goddess.
Oh, wow. I love
Sort of,
look
so-
at how great the flags look in the background.
Yeah.
And the candle.
That's my mother's favorite spot right there. She loves that little table with the Kuan Yin on it. So
Oh, that's
she
great.
told me that once, that was her favorite spot. So
Great. So this is the indoor project.
yes. So okay, this is the finished part, and there's going to be a desk here. I have a door that's going to be coming in and making a work area. So this is going to be a little work area for me by the sink. So I have finally got water, near whatever I'm doing. And this is the before. So,
Wow.
or sort of. This has already been scraped down and patched up with some of this concrete and with some Quickcrete for leaky water stuff, although there's not water coming in, there's moisture. So it's all been drying all last night, and today I'll start putting the coats of Drylock, and also stain bleeds through, so I have to use Kills, so there'll be coats of both of those things, and I'm just moving along, and it's sort of cleaning up and drying things out. And then this platform has had a bunch of my daughter's stuff on it, so it's everywhere, kind of a mess. But this basement is actually my attic, so it does have a lot of storage.
Yeah, that's
But
how
I'm
ours
trying to get it
is.
all cleaned up, and then I cleaned up.
So you did all that and then
I did all
painted
this, and this is about 4 coats. Plus, I painted the trim. Plus, I put that burlap
Oh my gosh!
to cover over where. And I just had the burlap. I just had it.
Holy cow!
All this stuff I just had because I've worked on the basement some before, so I haven't actually bought much of anything.
Wow!
And I had this funky old candle lantern, and I thought, why don't I hang it up, and I can light candles down here when I want to. So
yeah, make it more inviting.
yeah, for when I do come down here to work,
So
especially because there isn't a light fixture.
What do you plan on working on down here?
Well, I have a lot of paper stuff, so I want to make some collages and things, and then
Like projects, art projects?
yeah, and then also I have a lot of bottles and jars that I've saved, and I actually want to make like homemade household cleaners, environmentally safe, out of simple ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
I have all these recipes for those. That's why the sink will be handy. So, and then I want to be able to give some away because it's cheap ingredients like vinegar or whatever, and I'm just using jars I save. So I thought it'd be another way I could do nice things for the neighbors right now and have fun myself. So once I get it all set up, the door came from neighbors. It's in the garage right now, but it's a really nice piece of wood. It's a nice that'll be my
that will be your desk.
And then I have
what a clever idea!
another scavenged neighborhood table that I'll put here if I need it. So we'll see. I've got it.
So reusing materials.
It's all
That
reusing.
is-
It's all stuff from neighbors, and like I said, I had to buy a little bit of Drylock and the Kills, but I already had the Quickcrete, and I already had all the tools I needed and brushes. So
So you did patching work?
Yeah,
that's patching
that's
the
all.
cracks and holes.
yeah, and the places where moisture
Holy
comes in. So that's moisture
Is
blocking.
that actually going to can that keep out leaks completely?
Yeah, that's a kind that is for
Really?
waterproofing. Yeah.
Because our basement leaks as well.
It's you have to get this one. It's called Water Stop Cement.
That's a commercial. Yeah.
So anyway, I used it all up, and I just had enough. Well, I had to use a little bit of this stuff too, but
Wow.
which is just regular pre-mixed cement, which is easier for me because carrying those big bags and mixing is just a lot of heavy.
Now, where
heavy
did you
works.
get all your information from? Like to do all this?
I have a brother-in-law who does this kind of thing, or used to, for a job before he retired, and he's the one who told me what to do. And then I watched YouTube videos too to see about how to use it, and then some of it's just doing it.
Yeah.
I just do it and hope I did it right. I got to admit, I do a lot of that. So today I'm going to be painting this wall, and I can't wait.
So has it gone through a big rain yet?
Oh yeah, plenty. No, this wall doesn't leak a lot. Like I said, it's just over a long time that mess has come from just moisture more than actually leaking.
Oh, okay.
But still, I want to dry it out some more.
Yeah. Is your plan to like carry the white all the way through, or you?
Yeah, well, somebody already used the same kind of stuff down
yeah.
there with white. So at least this wall is going to be white.
And so you're starting to organize your tools.
So I organized my workbench. This was a mess. It was just a mound of stuff. So I put stuff in boxes and I cleaned it all off, and I need to sort out the...
Wait, can you stand by it again?
Yeah.
So do you need to like step up on those blocks? Because it is pretty tall.
I know. See, the people who made this, I happen to know the person who owned this house a long time ago. He was very tall.
Oh, I guess.
So I put these cinder blocks here so I can make it my height. But anyway, I organized it and cleaned it up. It was a mess. It was a disaster area. So this is really nice. Now I can find my tools. And
what a nice countertop.
Yeah, that was here.
Wow.
That's some old card tabletop. So I just put that up there.
So
it was here in the basement.
So the guy before you just took a corner of the basement and made it his tool.
I think he said his brother did it. So and I had put up that insulation stuff earlier, and then I thought, now it's time to, this probably I won't use because of the height issue, but I wanted to get it cleaned up so it was easier to find all my tools and things. So
it makes you feel like a young person when you stand next to it, like you're still a child.
Yeah, really. So it's all, and now that my outside has been fixed for wetness, this is, I'm focusing on the inside. So that was yesterday.
So you organized.
So I'm getting my whole basement organized, and I actually find that fun. Oddly enough, I enjoy it.
You and Con Marie, right?
Yeah, really. So I'm condoizing, and if I could only get rid of some stuff that is not mine that's down here, that would be even better. But I can't right for the moment. Oop, kitty cats. So.
Well, thank you, Melissa.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else you'd like to show us?
Well, there's a little more upstairs, more mess, but I can show you. So the other thing is, when I was cleaning out the basement, I brought up all these pillows, and you see they're just lying here. But some of these are down-filled. And in this, and by the way, all of these came for free. I don't even remember how, but somehow I've been collecting pillows thinking I would do something with them. And the time has come. So, and in this trunk, I have free, see, it's all free. You can do so much. Free fabric. It's a lot of upholstery fabric. It's all these really beautiful patterns and colors, reds. Look at this pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make quite funky covers for the pillows by hand. I'm going to hand sew them. I have a whole plan for how this will look. And then I am going to give them some away, again, to neighbors and things, just for fun. It's just for something fun to do. So I'll be using this fabric that's been sitting in this trunk for quite a long time, and I'll have a really fun project with these kind of funky pillows. And then that's just from cleaning out my closets. Don't have to talk about that. So that's another project that's coming up soon because I'm almost ready.
So we're going to get pillows and environmentally friendly cleaning products.
Yes.
Yay! Yay!
Yes. Yeah, that's my fun. There's Finn. That's Finn. So I'm eager to get to that, but I'm more eager to get the basement done.
Thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing your time with us, your garden, your projects inside.
You're welcome.
What a great neighbor and friend, even though I still haven't received my cleaning supplies or pillows. Anyway, that's besides the point. I want to remind you down below is the poem and a link to my website for a further description of this piece. So read this poem again and again and think about the words and what comes to mind, what images come to mind. Now I will share with you my image.